Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4 Modded with me, Private Potato Gaming. So, we've gone hunting for firepower, we've done some quests, but today we're going to return to the mainline quests. Easy to invade my settlement. We're going to return to the mainline quests. So, the quest in particular, I'll deal with Boston After Dark shortly, but we're going to be focusing on the molecular level. So, we need to chat with Sturgis about building a teleportation device.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
Yep.
Sturgis.
Yeah.
So, I was looking at those plans.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Well, the reason that the handwriting's hard to read is because it's a super mutant.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I
handwriting.
think I got the gist of it, but it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
So my plan is in fact to build a jet sanctuary, but I don't know if I got enough resources for any of it. These are stabilized reflector platform. Yeah, I'm very quickly gonna run out of resources for this. So let's get the next request and see what materials we need.
Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal intercept?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
just get to it.
Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Well, let's
I
get
better
going.
get started.
Okay, one thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Okay, we can build the dish, the emitter, and we're missing the console. Particular reason. There we go. So we need 20 power for that. 25, 27. Wait, this is going to cost me a lot of resources because I don't have a big generator set up. Most power I'm generating is 8. Yep, I have not enough aluminum. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go scavenging. And we're here by rotten landfill. What you got, bud? 30-6. And a pair of board games. That's actually really well spotted by Dog Meat.
Perfect.
Futuristic airport. That would be a popular one for aviation enthusiasts. And a lot of like older guys.
Bingo.
And Christmas Rage. Now that just looks like straight up fun. So I'm going to take a quick look up in the landfill. Nothing creeping about. Ah, damn it, I spoke too soon. But this is a good test for my upgraded clock, so I've put a Leopold Delta point. Get a kickball on him. Put a Leopold Delta point so it's easy to get targets. Legendary leather, a 44 auto mag, Mark 3, an FNX 45, a VHS 2. Now that's a lot of damn good gear. Closed off settlement. Covenant. Welcome to Covenant.
You might want to skip it.
We're stopping, yeah.
Hey,
You here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, I'm people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
I'd like to visit. I hope you guys have
I'd
the
like to
resources.
visit.
Since
I
you're a
need.
first timer, there's something you gotta know first. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's gotta take it.
Interesting idea.
interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
I probably shouldn't say nothing, but listen. We want to make sure only good people come into Covenant. No undesirables. Nobody that ain't actually what they seem, you know?
Please elaborate.
I'm new to the area. What do you mean by undesirables?
You don't know about... Jesus, listen. Not everyone in the Commonwealth is human, okay? Some are... synths. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. Just take the test. You pass, and you can come inside where everything's safe. Alright?
Well, I want to check if I got resources, so I'll take the test.
Sure.
Good. Take a seat, and we can begin.
I guess I sit right here.
So let's begin. There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
So, this, if you've played Fallout 3, you'll know all
I'd
too
say
well.
up yours too, buddy.
You'd say that. Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do?
Before I answer this, these questions, if you're familiar with them, you'll know are the opening to Fallout 3. When you are going through the prologue as the young Vault Dweller, you get on.
Just say the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh, be quiet, I'm busy talking to the audience. So, when you start out Fallout 3, you go through the life of a young Vault Dweller, and these are part of the GOAT test, not the safe test.
Medicate the infected area as best I can.
You have a medical background. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do?
Lead the boy to safety and turn him over. It doesn't
I
really
lead
matter.
the boy to safety, then turn him over to someone in charge.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
I like to think I'd be a decent pitcher if I played baseball, but obviously in South Africa we don't really have mainstream baseball. It's a really cool sport, I think.
Pitcher.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do?
I ask her, what did he do, and how much exactly is she gonna pay me for shooting this person? I'd ask
Listen.
for a minigun.
I didn't make up the questions.
I'll just be quiet. Ask her for a minigun so I could do the job right. No. Whatever she
I'd
wants
give
to
her whatever
spare
she
their
wants to
life.
spare his life.
Typical Class B. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
So this is the breacher in me.
I'd trade for a
I'd
cherry
breach that
bomb
door.
and blow it open.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
So my understanding of the way radiation works is that it causes damage to the cells. You're probably going to need some sort of anti-mutagen agent, which I don't think we have at the moment. But you also need to administer a crap ton of iodine to flush the radiation out of your system.
Please pay attention.
I dose myself with anti-mutagen agent.
Ignoring possible. Yes. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
And trade for it.
I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and
These are American pranks because a lot of this is stupid crap that you should never do. Changing the wattage on the razor is maybe one of the least harmful.
please pay attention.
Change the wattage on the razor. Give him a shock the next time he uses it.
Test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it though. That is a derivative, not a derivative, that's the GOAT test. It is impossible to fail the GOAT test.
Welcome to Covenant.
Okay. Well, this is a nice enough little area. I mean, look at it. Gorgeous little houses. But, you know, usually in areas like this you wind up with people that are stuck up and full of crap. Well,
Caravan came a few days back. Worked for old man Stockton. You saw them, right?
I already told you. I don't recollect. We get a lot of traffic.
This isn't Diamond City. A caravan of 5 comes through, you'd remember.
Then they must not have come through. Say, wouldn't you rather have a lemonade?
My job here isn't drinking lemonade. I know for a fact they came here. Why the brush off?
I want to help, mister, but I really don't recollect.
okay.
Mark my words. I'll get to the bottom of this. You from around here? God, I hope not. I've had enough of these hicks.
Nope. I was passing through for resources.
No, I'm just passing through.
My advice is pass through sooner than later. You know anything about Stockton's caravan?
Yeah, actually, I know old man Stockton because we spoke to him.
Sure, I know about... Who was that again?
You're as bad as the rest of these idiots.
Right.
I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town. The last stop was here, so I've been trying to put together the story. But I keep getting the runaround. Got a proposal for you. Help me find
This
Stockton's
idiot's
people.
listening to us talk.
Split the reward. At least one survivor walked out of that massacre. And I intend to make good on my contract.
Well, Well,
Sounds fair.
50-50.
I'm in.
Here's all I got on the caravan. I don't got proof, but Covenant's involved. Somehow. I'll keep poking around, but let me know if you find anything.
Enjoy yourself.
I would suggest you know, ignore what you heard. Yeah. Mr. Fitzgerald, let's go investigate the caravan. I want to carry on with the molecular level, but I think this might be fun to have a look at.
Welcome.